Okay, so when you are starting into this virtual real estate wholesaling, what you're going to want to do is first gather all of your tools and all of the sites and sources that you're going to be using throughout this journey. Okay, the first set of tools that you're going to need, boom, a phone. Everybody has a cell phone. You scroll all day. I know you can use it for this. A laptop. Most people have a laptop, if not a having access to a library of computer works as well. $100. This is going to be that deposit fee. You can try this with no money at all, but because the market has become oversaturated, it's going to take you a little longer because people are going to be a little more hesitant and a little more suspicious. And the last one is the most important one: time. Okay, time. Invest the time into you and to making this work. Me personally, I would invest the same amount of time that I worked, well, twice the amount of time because I worked part time, so I would invest at least 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours out of a day to doing this. You're going to need Google Voice, which is going to be that spare number to ensure you don't get a whole bunch of spam calls and people, checking you and stuff like that. You want to look legit. You don't want your phone number to be, you know, popping up every time somebody run your credentials or whatever. You're going to need a script. If you're hitting only the people on Zillow, or not hitting, but going for the people only on Zillow, the properties only on Zillow and not properties on probate lists as well, then you're going to need a script. Just how to introduce yourself via text and then over the phone. Um, I'm going to give you that verbatim in the next videos. These have worked for me each time. It makes the people feel more confident when you basically sound a little bit more professional. You're going to need to know what questions to ask them. You're going to need a title company. Get the title company beforehand, before you do anything. That way you won't have to waste any time looking for a title company. Now, a title company is a company that is going to be dealing with the contract. They're going to be the company that is going to look up and make sure there's no liens against the property, that this is the actual property owner, and all of that good stuff, that they have the right to sign this property over to you and the legal right to, do anything with this property. So, yeah, you're going to need to look for your title company. When you're looking for a title company, the words that you're going to need to use are, just ask them, do they work with assignment of contract? Okay, assignment of contract. That they're going to know what that is right off back. It's basically what it sounds like. So you're assigning this contract or agreement form to someone else because you're going to get the property owner to sign over to basically agree to a certain price. And then you're going to sell it to someone else for a different price because you're going to make you a little bit of money in between too, right? Okay, cool. That's the point of this. So you don't have to go into details. If they ask you what's an assignment, if they don't know what it is, then they don't work with it. Don't even waste your time going to the next property. The next title company. The What else do you need? Patience. Yeah, you're gonna need definitely patience. Because it's not going to, if you stick to exactly what I tell you, you are going to get these deals if you be persistent and invest that time, a minimum of 4 to 6 hours. And it doesn't have to be a consistent 4 to 6 hours, even though I would suggest that, because once you stay in a certain mindset, it's kind of hard to knock you off your pivot. You feel me? Like once you focused on something, I don't care who you are, once you focused on like boom, 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 and you get in a zone of something, it really, there goes Zach popping up on my thing anyways, because I'm subscribed to all his channels. He really be giving free game, and he do walkthroughs and videos and everything. But Yeah, so just invest the time into you. If you can invest the time into working for a company 8, 16, 12 hours a day for pennies on a dollar and you making that company richer, then you can invest at least half that into you. You know what I mean? Because you deserve it. Now, I'm going to upload this next one and yeah. So, when you are trying to do this real estate wholesaling, so I'll pop that up too fast. But as you saw, go to Zillow. But I wanted to give you an example, fresh start. But I am going to do, because this was the last one I did. Okay, so we're gonna do what was one of my most successful areas. Harris County, Texas. Boom, boom. And what you want to do is you want to hit these filters. Okay. Now, you don't want any of that, any of that. You can do lands if you want, but for me, lands are a little, vacant lands are a little harder to value. I say stick with houses, but if you feel comfortable with doing lots and vacant land, you can keep those on there as well. Only do owner posted, none of that other stuff. Keep it simple. Go down here, do post it within the last 90 days because you want, well, 66 months, because you want a property that's been on there for at least 100 days or closest to it or over if you can. Okay, boom. So you see how that dropped down? It's only 55 results, but that's cool. Not all of these are going to be um, really on there for 100 days. I don't know why they always do that, but okay, so we're gonna try to get the one that's been on there the longest. To say, see how they say 19 hours. They don't always do it like that. But anyways, let's just go to the first one. For example, $199,000. His estimate is 176. Probably not too good. They cut it 36,000. So that means that this person, let's see, let's scroll down a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. Because what you can see from the history on here is how frequently they change the pricing on here, when it's been sold. Boom, event price change, listed in 2024. That's about it. Booyah, booyah. I mean, 2024, it said that it was a 228 tax estimate. So this person probably doesn't really know the property of their value. I mean, the value of their property. But that's kind of good in your behalf. But anyway, so you want to get this info, right? Single family home, built in 1945. Square footage, all that good shit, right? Info about how, all that good shit. It's only been on there for 5 days. We probably don't want that one, but we're just going to use this as an example. Okay, so 199,000, right? Boom. Now let's go here to calculate how much to offer this person. Okay, buyout. Cool. Now you're going to do that 0.8, multiply by 0.8. Whoops. Cool. That's the most you're allowed to offer them. Okay, so that's 159,200. And then multiply that by 0.7. Okay, that's $111,440. Cool. Okay, so your offer has to be somewhere between 111,000 and 159,000. So let's ball it out and say 125,000. Okay, booyah. All right. Now, this part here, you have to calculate how much money the person who's going to be buying the contract from you for is going to have to make. Because they want to, of course, make the most that they can. And like I said, we're going to offer this person 125. Let's assume they go for this, okay? Because they're just trying to get rid of the property, okay? Boom, 125K. I was right, my apologies. But yeah, so what you want to do next is you calculate, let's say the person has to have some repairs done on the inside. We don't know how much the repairs are going to cost specifically because we're not goddamn construction people. The way that you do it is, boom, go here, and you would go to, let me see, did I save them? I guess I did not. Okay, y'all, stop looking at my babies. Okay. A bit of a weirdo, my bad. Dang, I thought I had it in here. Maybe I should have got that.